When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see a top 5 team in this conference, the Army Black Knights, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Black Knights will put toe to leather and we'll get started. He'll return it. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they've proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got his man out of the backfield. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Army's offense will take the field for the first time. We've had our eye on this guy for most of the season, and what a weapon he is. He is making a charge for the Heisman Trophy. And, David, I don't really think many would argue with it.
No, because it's been crazy. He's been the focal point of this offense, and he continues to deliver week after week. He's a superstar.
Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Red pass hits complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Black Knights are marching down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a gap. It's Flowers. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. On 4th down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's going to take off. He's going to be run out of bounds, and he needed a couple of more steps. They'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He makes the grab.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Finds his man. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down. And the Sooners kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They get to him as he throws. And that one is incomplete. It's the end of the 1st quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the 1st quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. It's a reverse. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. And they've converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got the tight end outside. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown Sooners! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The old Larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance. When you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in the game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer!
Sooner!
The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
And you hear about about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Perry on third down. Can't get him to the ground. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as his defense forces a fourth down. Offense in a bunch formation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that fourth down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play.
Turning it on! And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Black Knights have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. On the run, it's Flowers. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. He now has 56 yards rushing in this game, and he's on his way to a 1,400-yard season. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights! The extra point here would tie the game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Mountain West this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Boise State sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in Boise. That's how much they took the crowd out of it. One game, I know, fellas, but this could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in the Mountain West.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They're working that left side.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to keep it in the air. Got the quick pass. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. 2nd down, he'll throw it. He'll get rid of it. He makes the catch. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Can't hang on, is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's got his man. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. And the Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Send the tight end in motion. Looking to throw. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it! They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. He wants to throw it. Big fella moving. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll immediately call timeout. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. He splits the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly to the flat to the wide receiver screen. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on 1st down. Going over the top. Picked off to stop the threat. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Army has it back in the offense ready to go. They start this 3rd quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the 1st half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
3rd down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Scrambling away. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. The Black Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Single back formation, and they give it to him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Black Knights are on the move. Looking downfield on first down. Using the quick game. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Going to the run. It's Flowers. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Black Knights trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Army! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. The give to the back. There he goes. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. From the 47-yard line on first and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge third down play. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Got a man. It's Hawkins. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Ready to get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to impose their will with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep chugging them.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff to the lone back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And with the closest guy to the football, man, it's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Throwing on the run. He holds it in, and nobody's close. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The RPO, it's complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, they have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Looking for room, it's Flowers. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without score. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Black Knights!
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The give on the option. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Just another big play for this guy who spent the entire game wide open. Couple of touchdowns there, and he moves the sticks again.
Yeah, so I'll keep finding him, Reese.
Touchdown Sooners! They move on top here in the fourth.
And I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And this will be caught as they convert the 2. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best robust day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Flowers. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
That's caught. It's ball. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Black Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Breaks into the open. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. From the gun, running back on the move. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Looking to fire. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And they stopped him in the backfield on third down and short. Trying to get it to the marker. Inside the 25. Touchdown, Army! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wide receiver comes in motion. Got room to work. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Sooners will have it first and 10. They'll give it to the back.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
Fires to the right. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man in the middle.
This just looks like a different quarterback at this point of the game. We've seen a little bit of up and down play from him so far, but right now, lights out on this 2-minute drive. 3 for 3 so far. He's got this offense humming.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing.
How about, oh my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Late in the game, as a coach, coach are trying to find something that will work. And how about the big fella, the tight end, comes up huge. You needed a play, you found him, and he delivered.
Bringing it out. He gets a block. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackled in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Makes it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Flowers. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The great Nick